Welcome to a battlefield of minds. Two grandmasters face off where every move cuts like a sword. One mistake, and it's over. This isn't just chess, it's war disguised as strategy. Let's dive in, move by move, into this epic clash. Wesley opens with e4. The spear of war pierces the center, a bold and confident start, showing his intent to dominate right from move 1. Robin replies with z6, calm and flexible, hinting at the Perk defense, a setup that thrives on counterpunching rather than symmetry. Wesley develops his knight to c3, reinforcing the center and preparing for a powerful pawn duo to seize control of the board. Robin responds with g6. The fianchetto begins, planning to unleash his dark squared bishop like a sniper across the long diagonal. Wesley pushes d4, full occupation of the center, planting the flag of aggression, daring Robin to challenge his space advantage. Robin brings out bd7. The bishop takes its post on the long diagonal, eyes fixed on the heart of Wesley's central structure. Wesley thrusts forward. The storm begins. A classic Austrian attack formation, full of ambition and raw attacking potential. Robin calmly develops nf6. Knight pressure arises, but his tone stays patient, waiting for Wesley to overextend. Wesley supports the center with nf3, solid and purposeful, connecting his pieces for both offense and defense. Robin castles short. His king tucks away safely, preparing to weather the coming storm from Wesley's central army. Wesley develops bd3, pointing straight toward h7, signaling that his next wave might crash right into the Black King's fortress. Robin plays n6, developing with intent, ready to strike at the white center or pressure, d4, at the right moment. Wesley thrusts e5, the war horn blares. The center explodes as white tries to shatter black's harmony. Robin answers dix e5, accepting the challenge, clearing the tension, but at the cost of giving Wesley attacking momentum. Wesley captures fc5, the pawn turns into a battering ram, opening lines and daring black to survive the assault. Robin counters with nf5, a cheeky knight leap to the rim, eyeing Fowler and provoking chaos on the king's side. Wesley develops b3, cool and strategic, defending f4 and preparing to bring more heat to the center. Robin brings bg4. The bishop joins the fight, pinning a knight and adding new pressure on the white structure. Wesley retreats b2, clever and calm, unpinning while keeping flexibility for his next wave. Robin pushes f6, breaking open the lines himself, ready to strike back at the white spearhead on f5. Wesley captures esf6, cracking the pawn shield and exposing the dark squares near the Black King. Robin recaptures sf6, restoring balance but leaving subtle weaknesses that Wesley's eyes surely catch. Wesley castles, finally bringing his king to safety, linking rooks, and preparing the next phase of his assault. Robin develops n7, rerouting the knight, perhaps dreaming of 5 or d5, trying to stabilize the stormy battlefield. Wesley plays re1, simple yet deadly, aligning his rook with the Black King and setting up future tactical shots. Robin answers kites, a quiet but telling move, sidestepping pins and bracing for impact down the e-file. Wesley pushes h3, a patient move to kick the dark bishop and grab breathing room for his kingside. Robin retreats b6, backing off with purpose, keeping the bishop pair alive for later counterplay. Wesley activates nd2-2, bringing more reinforcements to the front, ready to jump towards c5 or e4. Robin shifts Eng3, a striking knight maneuver, suddenly turning defense into offense, looking to exploit open diagonals. Wesley calmly plays bf2, stabilizing the position, guarding key squares, and eyeing future coordination for a central counterattack. Robin strikes back with Eng5, both knights now active, forming a double-edged fortress, menacing the white kingside. Wesley brings Nb3, shifting his knight to the queenside, a flexible move that balances the field and eyes c5. Robin responds with b-gate, retreating but reorganizing, preparing to reroute and defend his vulnerable structure. Wesley plays bf3, connecting his pieces, building pressure quietly, and waiting for the perfect moment to unleash fury. Robin develops n6. His knights dance in harmony, reinforcing the center and hinting at possible counterplay. Wesley trades bf6, slicing through black's coordination, removing a key defender from the board. Robin recaptures bf6, doubling pawns but opening the b-file, transforming weakness into potential attacking lanes. Wesley centralizes nc5, a powerful leap. That knight becomes a thorn deep in black's position, untouchable and menacing. Robin plays queen6, connecting rooks and challenging the knight, preparing for tense central skirmishes. Wesley slides in 3-4. Another knight storms forward, forming a dangerous pair ready to dismantle black's defenses. Robin answers qd5, holding firm, but his queen dances on a tightrope between attack and exposure. Wesley pushes b3, a quiet but poisonous move, restricting black's knight and fortifying c4 for future action. Robin brings r8, both rooks now fully activated, ready to meet white's coming thunder. Wesley plays qd2-3, reinforcing control of the light squares, ready to strike if black's timing slips for even a moment. Robin counters with nd6, solid defense, trying to regroup his knights and cover dark square weaknesses. Wesley's nc3 challenges again, keeping pressure alive, maintaining the initiative like a relentless storm. Robin plays g5, queen aiming at f2 and central lines, looking for counter chances amid the chaos. Wesley calmly trades qsf5, simplifying into a position where technique and precision will decide the outcome. Robin recaptures ing5, restoring material, but his knights now must defend rather than attack. Wesley jumps un3a4. The knight circles to the flank, seeking new invasion routes on b7 and c5d. Robin pushes h5, trying to stir life on the king's side, maybe dreaming of counterplay before white's domination grows. Wesley positions na6. The knight pierces deep, threatening to strangle the black rooks and bind their mobility. Robin replies a date, reinforcing the back rank, but it feels more like damage control than ambition. Wesley plays c3, strengthening the center and preparing the slow, inevitable squeeze. Robin answers rf7. The rook swings over, seeking defense and counterbalance in a cramped setup. Wesley moves nb4. The knight returns to harass, weaving new threats across both wings. Robin steadies out d6, doubling down on defense, bracing for the storm that feels impossible to stop. Wesley plays nc5. Again, the knight lodges deep like an iron spear, freezing black's mobility. Robin pushes a5, trying to break the tension, a desperate attempt to gain space before suffocation sets in. Wesley replies nbd3, doubling the defense and tightening his grip. Every white piece now dances in perfect harmony. Robin develops b6, finally bringing the bishop into play, hoping to swap off some pressure before it's too late. Wesley calmly places red-down, doubling rooks on the d-file, a textbook sign of domination and patience. Robin counters with rd8, trying to mirror white's build-up, but his pieces feel cramped and uneasy. Wesley pushes g4, the gloves come off. A kingside storm is brewing, and Robin's defenses tremble under the heat. Robin responds with n6, scrambling for counterplay, but white's momentum feels unstoppable. Wesley advances c4, suffocating black's knights and tightening the noose with surgical precision. Robin lashes out hxe4, breaking open lines, but the risk might outweigh the reward. Wesley recaptures hxe4, maintaining structure and inviting black to prove he has counterplay left. Robin plays r7, activating the rook, ready to swing across for defense or last-ditch counterattack. Wesley shifts kj2, calmly stepping closer to the action. His king joins the fight with regal confidence. Robin develops bfs7. The bishop retreats to safety, holding on to dear life as the pressure mounts. Wesley maneuvers bg3, locking onto the weakened dark squares. His bishop aims like a laser. Robin brings re8, repositioning for defense, though every file now feels under siege. Wesley plays rc8, breaking through, simplifying, while maintaining all the attacking tension. Robin recaptures knight c8. Material equality returns, but his coordination crumbles under stress. Wesley calmly drops b1, repositioning with purpose, preparing the final conversion phase. Robin plays b3, seeking activity, but it's too little too late. White's grip only tightens. Wesley counters bc through, smooth and precise, connecting rooks and bishops for total board control. Robin pushes 5, the last defiant stand, a pawn thrust born from desperation and courage. Wesley centralizes Nefiv. The knight becomes a monster, supported by flawless coordination. Robin replies nf6, clinging to hope, bringing his knight back to guard the embattled position. Wesley thrusts re1. His rook joins the fray again, ready to crash through the last remaining barriers. Robin responds foul, a tactical push, but perhaps a fatal overreach as the structure collapses. Wesley plays g5, shattering black's defense lines, creating open roads for his knight and rook. Robin counters e8, retreating again, but the walls are closing in. Wesley advances Ng4. The knight hunts for the final blow, circling like a predator. Robin pushes F3 kd, a desperate check, throwing his last pawn into the flames. Wesley captures kxf3, cool as ice, absorbing the attack and readying for the counterstrike. Robin replies bxc5, a trade that only delays the inevitable, his position hanging by threads. Wesley captures bxf5, precision and bravery combined, slicing through black's queenside defense and exposing the final cracks. Robin fights back with kgate, pulling the king closer to safety, though every step feels like walking through fire. Wesley repositions n5, a calm yet menacing move. The knight stands like a dagger aimed at the black heart. Robin counters with IH2. The rook seeks counterplay, hoping for perpetual checks or a miracle tactic. Wesley calmly plays re2, guarding everything, tightening the net, and neutralizing any dream of counterattack. Robin brings RA4, probing the flanks, desperate to disturb Wesley's coordination. Dinka. Wesley replies Sinistitsis, another precise strike. Material advantage deepens as the white pieces dominate every file. Robin shifts Ref4, a forcing check, but it feels like a flicker of light in a collapsing fortress. Wesley steps kj2, cool, under fire, walking away from danger like a king who knows victory is near. Robin swings rg4 area, still searching for checks, but his army is fading fast. Wesley responds kf1a, calmly sidestepping again, each move tightening the final noose. Robin plays n6, trying to regroup the knight, but the battlefield is already lost. Wesley counters rg2, aligning the rook for counterfire, eyeing tactics against the weakened knight. Robin captures nxcc4, a final grasp at material, but it opens the door to white's finishing blow. Wesley strikes rxeg4. The exchange clears the skies, leaving black utterly exposed. Robin checks with n3 key, one last spark of resistance, a parting shot before the end. Wesley replies k2, steady and fearless, walking into the light as victory draws near. Robin recaptures nxg4, taking the pawn, but his pieces now stand isolated and helpless. Wesley finishes with bxs7, a crushing final blow that captures decisively, forces Robin van Kampen to resign, and crowns Wesley So's clinical victory. The video ends here. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time. Please don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel to support me. Thank you again, everyone. See you in the next video.